All right, welcome in. We are back.
Back at it.
Rebranded podcast, formerly known as Barely Shit Drawers. These two idiots are back with Bout That Action. We lost one of our companions who will be on off and on, Lazuch. Uh,
Lazuch.
but this is continuation and restart episode one. Um, you can call me Dubs or Dan, and we also got another idiot on the podcast.
You can call me Tith or Matt. Doesn't matter. Actually, it does. Only call me Tith.
Yeah, dude, Tiff.
Don't call me Matt.
Yeah,
So let's get into it, man. What's been going on?
we're gonna be touching on off the wall sports takes, gaming avenues, sketchy financial advice, and generally talking shit. Tune in probably every other week to catch the latest. And yeah, let's get this going.
Let's dive into it, dude.
So yeah, dude, not much going on. I think since the last time we had this podcast, I have a child. So
I mean, that's a
new.
pretty big change.
That's new.
I think that's more going on than I have going on for sure.
Yeah, so that's tiring.
Yeah, how old is he now? 2?
2 and 2 months.
Dang, that's crazy. That fucking flew by, I feel like.
Yeah. Which is a big change. Other than that, dude, I mean, I think we're still just as invested in sports as we've ever been.
Of course, gotta be.
Cleveland still sucks.
Dude, it's a curse.
Yeah, or a little curse. And yeah, California is still kind of a
What's
liberal
up,
poop
Pope
hole.
for real and Raven? I'm getting people joining in on our TikTok. Hella people.
Nice.
What's going on, everybody? We're just over here talking sports. But more importantly, dude, what are you drinking right now?
Oh yeah, good call. I just have a Lagunitas IPA.
Oh, dude, just going with the OG.
I got a mini fridge in the office now, so stocked with the random beers that people bring over and leave here. So
nice, hell yeah! I went to the local brewery, Mare Island Brewing Co.
Yeah,
they have these pretty cool looking IPAs. It's called the Shop 67 Hazy Double IPA. 9%er, let's go.
I went to Skipolini's today, and they had, oh god, I can't remember the name of it, but it was like a blood orange IPA, and it was bomb.
Oh,
was
that sounds so good. A blood orange
so
IPA? Jesus Christ.
Super juicy. Anyways, let's get into it.
Let's go, dude.
Yeah, so NBA Finals started last night. Mavs Celtics. First final for the Mavs since they beat LeBron back in the day when he first went to the Heat. The Celtics were in the finals back when the Warriors beat them a couple years ago, Jordan Poole and Steph. First impressions. They had game one yesterday, but I wanted to get a take on who your pick is for the finals outside of the game one result. You got Luka and
I gotta be
Kyrie.
honest about it because I mean, after watching game one, like, it did not look good for Dallas.
No.
At all. But I'll be honest, going into it before game one, I was very confident that Dallas was gonna win. Just because of Luka. I think he's a freak. I think he's a bigger difference maker than Jason Tatum, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wrong on game one.
Well, that's the Celtics team. The Celtics are incredibly more talented top to bottom.
I think they have more depth for sure.
Yeah, you saw it in the game. You saw Tatum didn't really have the greatest game. He scored like 16.
Well, that's one of the things I was gonna bring up was that like they won in such a decisive manner, and Tatum really didn't have a lot to do with it.
No,
he was kind of quiet.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown had a big game. You can tell his difference. He had a bunch of blocks. Really Porzingis. Porzingis came back from his injury and just played massive. I mean, just
Which
I
just
think he
sucks
has,
for the Mavericks because he was on the team, what, like 3 years ago?
yeah,
And it's like they should have held on to him. Difference maker
yeah.
in the playoffs.
He had 21, 6, and 3 blocks off the bench.
That's just insane.
Yeah. Or I'm sorry, 26 and 3 off the bench, which is wild. And he just played massive. I mean, he had a block on Kyrie on a jump shot that was just like, how does he have that much length?
Yeah,
Jaylen
exactly.
Brown had 22. Derek White had 15. Drew Holiday had 12. Al Horford had 10. I mean, they just played a
That team
balanced,
is such a well-balanced team top to
yeah,
bottom.
balanced team.
But
Me,
you know what else
me,
stood out to me a lot in that game, though? Is Kyrie, man.
yeah, he didn't play well.
He did not play good at all, and that's horrible for them because without him or Luka, that team isn't that deep.
No. Well, that's the only way that they're going to win this series is if Luka and Kyrie go like LeBron and Kyrie did against the Warriors.
Yeah.
You know, where they're scoring 40 each a game.
Right, exactly.
Which they have the potential to do it.
What's up, big man?
But yeah, Luka had 30, 10, and 1 assist, which is the big story. 1 assist is kind of wild.
That's horrible, man.
Which is telling you that nobody was making shots on his team.
No one. Yeah.
Um,
And Kyrie only had 2?
Yeah, he only had 4 turnovers too. So it's not like he's throwing bad passes. Like
Yeah, that's really bad.
nobody was making shots. They shot 41% from the field, but they shot 25% from 3, which is horrible.
Yeah.
Especially for that team that that kind of does it. So they haven't played well in game 1 throughout the whole playoffs though. So I wouldn't let that game 1 put anybody thinking like, oh, Boston's going to kick the crap out of them.
Yeah, I'm going to still stick with my pick of Dallas, but game 1 definitely had me a little shook.
Yeah. I think Celtics are going to win in 6.
You think so?
But I think I think Luka and Kyrie will have a couple games. Like I would probably wager to bet they win that the Mavs win game 2 because the Celtics have played game 2s like dog shit throughout the whole playoffs. They lost to the Cavs in game 2. They lost to the Heat in game 2. They should have lost to the Pacers in game 2, but the Pacers just gave that game away.
Right.
But yeah, I think the Celtics are just too talented. I think that they got too much depth, too much size, short of a miracle with Luka and Kyrie.
Yeah, it's basically going to come down to what's going to win, 2 like extremely talented all-stars or just a team that's just loaded top to bottom, just super balanced. It'll be interesting because I do think a game, like if it gets to like a game 6 or 7, we've never seen Luka in that position in a finals. So that might literally bring the best out of him, and we'll see the best Luka we've ever seen, which is going to be insane.
Yeah, which we've seen through these playoffs. To be honest, I mean, Luka's just been.
Yeah, he's a freak.
I mean, he's always been. I mean, he's hit big shots already in his career that are just insane.
Yeah,
if you think about it, he's only 25.
Which is so stupid. Like, how can he be that good and that young?
Yeah. Going to his first finals, he played in Europe in these giant stages since he's been like 14.
Yeah.
So, pressure ain't going to get to him. But talent.
What's up, Richard?
Talent compared to that Boston team is just, I mean, it's unmatched. And I fucking hate Boston, by the way. I mean, anything that they do, any Boston sport that's out there, it's just like they're kind of egotistical.
Oh yeah,
they're just kind of cocky, and it drives me fucking crazy. And then on top of it, they get all these bullshit calls all the time.
We're talking about the NBA Finals
that are just shitty. I hate Boston. I hate Boston sports in general.
I think the thing with Boston sports is that like people from Boston always think that their team is the best when they're good, and that like whatever their best player is like a godsend. Like every single player that's ever been good in Boston was the best player of all time.
Yeah.
It's always that way.
And yeah, I mean, the worst part about it is, like, when they lose a game, it's always like,
Thanks for the roses,
oh,
Richard. Appreciate it.
oh, this team stinks. Like, this team's horrible. They didn't play to their potential. We got screwed and all this stuff. And then they win a game, and they're just like, we're the best team ever. You guys fucking
Yeah,
suck.
exactly.
We won that game
It's always that way, man.
Blah, 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 blah. And it just drives me crazy. And they're the most spoiled sports city. They win. I mean, they fucking win everything.
They do. That's the one thing, though, is that, like, if you think about it, they've had really good teams a lot, like in almost every sport. Boston is consistent.
Hockey, baseball, basketball. They haven't won anything recently, which is awesome. It's awesome
Football,
to see.
Tom Brady.
Football is just, unreal.
Yeah. It was a freaking dynasty for like 12 years.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Yeah. The playoffs have been good to date so far, too. I mean, obviously my Cavs got kicked out. I mean, they got injured. Their whole team basically was fucking injured. But it's been a good playoffs. It's been fun to watch.
It's been a really competitive playoffs in the NBA this year.
I think the conference finals having, the Timberwolves were fun to watch because Anthony Edwards is an absolute fucking savage.
Dude, I was so rooting for them. I wanted them to go to the finals. The Timberwolves were so like fun to watch this year.
Have you seen the movie? I always forget the name of it. Have you seen the movie with him in it where he plays Kermit?
Anthony Edwards?
Yeah.
I didn't know he was in a movie, so no.
Oh, dude. God, why can't... Oh, Hustle. It's Adam Sandler's in it. It's called Hustle with Bo.
Is it like a new movie?
It's newer. I think it came out a couple years ago. But he plays like this... he plays like kind of the villain guy. So it's basically about this like European basketball player who gets picked up by this scout and he tries to like really mold him into an NBA player. And he plays like all these open gyms and Anthony Edwards plays this guy Kermit who he's playing against. And Kermit is
Kermit the Frog.
Kermit is an absolute savage. Like talking shit about his family in the stands. And it's exactly how Anthony Edwards is in real life.
Dude, have you heard like the crazy theories that Anthony Edwards might be Michael Jordan's son?
Yeah.
That's so wild.
Which is wild, yeah.
Yeah, because they're like,
he plays like
think
him.
About it, like Michael Jordan would have been sleeping around in the league in like 2002, kind of like right around the time he was born, blah, 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 blah. And then you like take a picture and put them side by side and they look identical.
Yeah.
It's hilarious, but I don't think that's true. I think it's ridiculous.
No, they play very similar too.
They do play similar, and they're like the exact same height. I think 6'6", right?
Yeah, I think so. I think Anthony Edwards is like 6'7".
Yeah, that's still pretty crazy.
Super athletic. I mean, just Anthony Edwards is savage. They need to get rid of Karl Anthony Towns though. He's a fucking goof.
I mean, he's been in the league a while. I still think he's good, but like
he's good, but he just makes them. Like
if he makes some bonehead plays.
Oh man, that would drive me crazy. But yeah, he drives me crazy. And Gobert too. Gobert got exposed against the Mavs.
I feel like this year Gobert is really starting to show his age.
Yeah.
I had him on my fantasy team, and the whole year I was watching him and monitoring him, and he wasn't the same player that I thought he was. I think he's starting to finally decline a little bit.
Yeah.
Or maybe people just figured him out. I don't know.
Yeah, he won Defensive Player of the Year too, which is just absolute like what the fuck, and the whole league's
that's kind of ridiculous.
Pissed off about it, to be honest.
Yeah, I would be.
Yeah, because it's just a joke. Like give it to an actual guard that plays good defense. Like stop just giving it to big men.
What's up, Trey and Brian Figueroa? We're talking about the NBA Finals.
Yeah, so in other news with the NBA, Game 2 I think is Saturday, I want to say. I mean, that would make the most sense.
I think it's Saturday, yeah. Game 2.
I know that the NBA likes to play their games. Oh, no, it's Sunday. Yeah, they usually like to play their games on Sunday. Sunday at 5 Pacific, so should be a good one to watch.
What's up, Salty Melon?
Oh, dude, perfect time. Perfect time to play the Trump video.
Oh, okay. All right, so we saw this funny video. We're gonna play it real quick.
This is for you, Salty Melon.
This is for Salty Melon. Is there audio for it?
Thinnest neck I've ever seen. How it holds up that head. He's got a neck that's about a size 6.
He's talking about a California senator.
If he was, oh, that's such a terrible thing to say. That's okay. Very unattractive guy. Here's the thing. These are bad people. And these are not stupid people. I call him Watermelon Head. He's got the thinnest neck I've ever seen. How it holds up that head. He's got a neck that's about a size 6. Very unattractive.
What does that even mean?
Such a terrible thing to say. That's okay. Very unattractive guy. Here's the thing.
He's got a watermelon head.
I call him Watermelon Head. He's got a neck like a pencil. I call him size 6 neck. Bro, what is this size 6 neck? That's so funny.
Oh, man. If anything, Trump just, makes me laugh consistently.
It's just some of the shit that comes out of his mouth is so ridiculous.
Did you see the ovation he got at the UFC event?
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. People were going nuts.
Yeah,
I mean,
got absolute ape shit.
Not to get into politics, but I do think the crazy shit that's going on with the whole trial and stuff is getting people pretty shook.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, from everything that's said, it was kind of, it's kind of one-sided.
For sure, yeah. It's just it's obvious that it's not really fair, regardless of your feelings of him politically or even outside of politics.
Because everybody, there's obviously always two sides, and everybody on the other side is just bashing him and oh, he needs to go to jail and he deserves it and all this stuff. And it's like he's obviously not in jail right now because it's bullshit. He just went to a UFC event. If he was really guilty of all those stuff and it was really serious, he'd be in jail right now.
And I think Dr. Phil actually brought up a really good point about it when he was talking in that actual interview that we just watched. And he was saying, he's like, dude, at this point, throwing him in jail would actually just create more chaos. And we would just have another 20 years of just fighting and turmoil in the U.S. And what really needs to happen is both sides just need to agree that you can be indifferent on subjects, but you don't have to hate the other person and want to put them in prison. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and now RFK Jr. is going to sneak in there.
Somebody just said, you a Republican? I'm more conservative in certain areas, but I don't identify on any side of the political spectrum.
I don't give a fuck about politics.
Yeah, I don't like politics. I don't want to associate with either side. I think it's all ridiculous.
Anyways, back to sports. So in other news, the Lakers are going through this weird coaching carousel that's going on. They're always the lead news story for new coaches every year, just because they haven't had any great ones.
Yeah.
But so earlier this week, they had said that they were going to hire JJ Redick, who, LeBron James does a podcast with LeBron, so that everybody's insight was, hey, LeBron is pulling his buddy over to coach his team and everything like that. And then yesterday and today, they talk about Dan Hurley, who's the UConn coach, who's won back-to-back national champions with the UConn, national championships with the UConn, is now the front runner for the coach, and they're gonna interview him. So it's just kind of a strange dynamic right now for the Lakers head coaching position.
Yeah, I feel like that team is just, they probably thought when they got LeBron that they were just going to win a handful of championships, and it never happened. And so now they're just kind of scrambling and blaming everyone else.
Yeah. Well, their head coach was a piece of shit. They should have never hired Darvin Ham. He was the worst. I mean, he was such a bad head coach. Basically, LeBron was coaching that team. And, LeBron is 39 years old and still dominating the NBA, but he's also 39 years old. So
he's getting old. LeBron's
you can't really
getting old.
Expect him to do much. Anthony Davis has got to carry that team, and then all the young players on that team. But head coach is important. So I think really, if they hire any of these guys, JJ Redick or Dan Hurley, it's an upgrade. Dan Hurley's interesting because and he's an incredible college coach. I mean, just honestly, the two UConn teams from back-to-back years, it's just been, I mean, hustle, offensive play calling, defense is just unreal. I mean, you can tell it's a direct result of the coaching. But it'd be interesting to see a college coach, and he's fiery. You know, it gets in his players' faces. He screams out. It'd be interesting to see that carry over to the NBA. Because NBA players get paid millions of dollars.
They got a little bit more ego.
They ain't playing that shit.
They're not gonna. Yeah, that's not gonna go over well.
Mm-hmm. So that'd be an interesting take, especially like LeBron. Like, what's he gonna do?
What's up, Sophie? What's up, Nina P?
What's he gonna do? Get in LeBron's face?
Yeah, dude. If you try to pull that stuff on LeBron, like if a coach yelled in LeBron's face, he'd probably slap him.
Yeah, he just wouldn't have it. He'd go sit down on the bench.
Yeah, you'd bench the coach.
Yeah, which is crazy.
What's up, Alex?
So other basketball news.
That's Alexandra Alpha.
Oh, Alpha.
Let's go back to the NBA Finals though. So you said the Celtics in 6, right?
Celtics in 6.
I'm gonna go Dallas in 7.
We can only hope.
It's gonna happen. Are you gaming by chance? I'm not gaming. I am in the middle of a podcast. It's a sports podcast, and that's actually what this TikTok is for. It's called Bout That Action.
Potential gaming in the future, though.
Potentially gaming in the future for sure.
So moving on to another basketball league dealing with women. The big news stories have been...
That's even better than gaming. I agree.
Have been related to Caitlin Clark, and obviously Caitlin Clark brings this huge amount of viewership to the WNBA. She brought to college basketball. Incredible basketball player. She just shoots the lights out. But
everything I've seen from her is pretty spectacular.
Yeah.
And I think the thing that's good about her is that she brings a lot of light to the WNBA, which is so needed.
Yeah, though she's brought it, but and whenever you play the video, you can kind of show what's happened to her. But she's got the shit kicked out of her in the WNBA.
Yeah, so we're gonna play a video here.
They've beat her up. They've thrown her around, they've knocked her out, and then
if you're an agency, I'm about to make your life a whole.
The most recent one is this one, where she basically just got knocked.
She got trucked.
She just
so
said, "Hey,
hard.
Sit down, white bitch."
Yeah, she.
Which I think is funny. And
it's funny, yeah. I mean, that's the thing is with someone like her coming into the league, she's obviously the biggest star that's come into the WNBA in a long time, and if people didn't treat her like that, it would almost feel I don't know, it's manufactured. They want her to be the greatest, and they're going to give her an easy path. You know what I mean? So I think the fact that the players in the WNBA are kind of kicking her ass and being really physical with her just shows that it's legit.
Yeah, the speculation is good because it's okay, why is this happening? And a lot of people are saying it's because, everybody says it's just her that's brought all this viewership, but it's also us. We still play in the WNBA and everything like that, which, okay, I get that. I think, so Caitlin Clark, since I've seen her, she's kind of got a little whiny baby side to her. Well, she'll cry to the refs, and she'll, get all frustrated, and she's great. So I almost think that maybe she said something to somebody, and it rubbed her the wrong way, and nobody wants to say anything. But
you mean
that's
the girl that chucked her?
I think just in general, Angel Reese was on that team.
Oh, okay.
It's Chicago, and they had their feud and everything. But I just think maybe something got said to them by her because she is kind of a shit talker. And
she also seems like the type of player that would be kind of like a prima donna. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Her shit doesn't stink, and she deserves all this red carpet treatment.
Yeah.
So I could definitely see that.
Yeah,
And,
they
like,
beat
maybe
her
she
up,
did
though.
say something a little snooty.
Yeah. They beat her up, but it's not just them. She's been beat up by a lot of players. But I mean, she just scored. I think she just scored 30 tonight.
She
So
broke a WNBA record tonight, Caitlin Clark, and she shot 7 3-pointers.
yeah, yeah, she can bang them. She shoots really well.
Which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, but we'll see where she lands. She shoots them from deep too. I mean, she's not just at the 3-point line. She's 3 steps back.
She's pulling like
and
Steph Curry
pulling.
shots.
Yeah,
It's kind of crazy.
yeah. But we'll see. We'll see where it leads to. It kind of brings more attention. Maybe they're doing it for ratings. What was funny was the fine that the girl got. I can't remember her name. The fine that the girl got for pushing her was like $25.
It's like cheaper than a parking ticket. That's so funny.
I don't know
they
if
don't
that's
get
true.
paid much though, right? Like the WNBA
No,
players, they
no.
don't. Their salaries are pretty low.
No, they get paid like 50 grand a year, maybe 100 grand a year or something.
Yeah, like that's pretty atrocious.
Yeah, I don't know if it was actually $25, but it's just funny to say $25.
But I don't know. Like in the end, I do think it's good for the sport to have someone with her like caliber and her media coverage come in and really just kind of like get that spotlight going back on the WNBA.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think it needs to happen. I think that sport has just been like hiding in the shadows for so long.
Yeah. Well, and honestly, girls have just gotten way better. I mean, it is like,
Oh yeah,
like the women's college Final Four and whole tournament was fun to watch this year because you had Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, you had that South Carolina team that was just loaded, and then you had UConn with Paige Buchers, who's an absolute baller. So that's just girls are getting better at basketball. They're getting more skilled, and it's fun to watch.
yeah, I agree.
Because you got people that just can do things that women haven't been able to do in basketball. So it's cool.
Yeah,
they
it's cool
definitely
to see.
beat my ass at basketball. So
Exactly.
I can't really talk. Cool. So moving on. I think tomorrow night the NHL Stanley Cup Finals start.
Game one.
Oilers Panthers. Connor McDavid, David, and Draisaitl against the Panthers, who I have no idea who the fuck is on their team. But
Their two big dogs are Alexander Barkov and Matthew Tkachuk. And those guys are pretty formidable. Like it's definitely they're not slouches. It's a pretty fair competition going into this one.
Yeah.
So I think the Panthers definitely have the edge when it comes to physicality. They're a bigger team, stronger team. Like Matthew Tkachuk is just a fucking beast. But I would give the edge to skill to the Oilers. I mean, obviously you have McDavid, who's just a freak. He's the best player to ever play hockey, period. He's better than Wayne Gretzky. I don't care what anyone says. If you took Connor McDavid, put him into a time machine, and he went and played during the same era that Gretzky played in, he would have 1,000,000 goals.
Dude,
He would score 3 goals a second.
That goalie scored. Was it in game one or?
No, that was like
six?
game 4 or 5 of the last series.
Dude, that was
It was gross.
that was insane.
And that was on Miro Heiskanen, the defender on the Dallas Stars, who that's their best defenseman. That's like their all-star defenseman, and he just got cooked.
Yeah, he's good.
What's up, Rob?
Him and Draisaitl are just insane. They put a stat up. I think I saw it at the gym this morning, but they put a stat up, and it was like most points per game by players in the last like 30 years, and it was like Ovechkin in the playoffs, and it was like Ovechkin, Sidney Crosby, and then it was like McDavid and Draisaitl, and it was like 1.97 points per game in the playoffs, and they were right next to each other.
Yeah, it's insane.
And I mean, they're just a tandem. I mean, they're so good.
Yeah, those two guys are probably the two most skilled players in the league, and they're on the same team, which is scary.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to see. I mean, it's tough to say, but I would like to see a hockey championship in Canada.
I think it's due, and I also think, what Connor McDavid is like 27 now, and he hasn't won. Like, he deserves one, dude. He is the best player in the world. Like, if anything, that guy deserves like 3 championships before he retires. Yeah. So I'm definitely rooting for the Oilers, even though I really like the Panthers. I've always liked that team. I'm definitely rooting for the Oilers, and I think they have enough to actually take it this year.
Yeah, I think everybo's rooting for the Oilers too. I think, if McDavid loses, then he's going to be in that realm of like, oh shit, he can't win the big one. He's a great player, but he can't win the big one, or at least the conversation's going to start, right? Because he's been so good for, since he came in the league. He's met expectations. He's just dominated, but he doesn't have a championship yet.
Yeah, I agree.
I kind of it's kind of interesting because you got the Mavs in the finals with Luka, and you got the Oilers in the finals with McDavid, and they're both kind of like on the same trajectory.
Yeah, they're kind of like the same. Actually, McDavid's a little bit older, but similar in age.
Yeah, similar age, similar expectations when they came in the league, similar, really kind of success too. I mean, they've both kind of dominated. Luka's starting to become the best player in the NBA. McDavid has been the best player in the NHL
since the day he joined.
Yeah.
As a 19-year-old kid, he was instantly the best player in the NHL.
Yeah,
which is insane.
Yeah, that's like the LeBron arc right there.
Absolutely. And he's tore it up ever since. He hasn't slowed down. He's only getting better, which is crazy.
I keep seeing the the big thing on my Twitter timeline is the fan at the Oilers game that flashed everybody. Have you seen that?
I don't think I've seen that.
It's like all over my Twitter feed all the time. They're like, this is why the Oilers made the Stanley Cup Finals. Which is funny.
Dude, just got all the players all hyped up.
Yeah, got the players all hyped up.
That was the driving force right there.
They had I watched Part of My Take. They do a podcast, and they had
what's up, Riker?
They had Evander Kane on there, and they were asking him like, "Hey, did you get any extra motivation from any fans or your fans that were in the stands this week?" It was funny. Because they kind of called him out.
Hey, for real.
So I
always forget that Evander Kane is on the Oilers.
Yeah.
He's he was a good player. He's kind of old now, but when he was on the Sharks, I really liked him. I thought he was such a savage goal scorer, and just like the way he played so physically really helped the team. And I think that's actually something that the Oilers really needed to build confidence around McDavid, because people it's almost like the Caitlin Clark thing. Like, if you're that good and you get that much attention from the media, people are going to just take runs at you. Yeah. And you need someone on your team to defend you.
Yeah.
Do you play Fortnite? No, I don't play Fortnite.
That's why we don't do that gay shit.
Yeah. The only games I play online, I'll play Battlefield 2042. That's kind of it right now. I haven't really been gaming much lately. So what's your prediction for the NHL Finals? Who do you think's going to win?
I'm gonna say Oilers in 6.
I do play Rocket League sometimes. Let's see. I'm gonna go. I think that's a good guess. I'm also gonna say Oilers in 6.
But this is hockey's always one of those sports where the Lightning did it. Panthers will come out and win in 5 games. You know what I mean? And it'll just be because they're balanced and, they have good chemistry. They play well on defense. They take advantage of power plays. They have good goaltending. I mean, good goalies run and they get on a hot run through the playoffs and Stanley Cups.
Dude, a good goalie can literally steal an entire series.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy. Your team can be so outmatched, and if your goalie's hot, it's over.
Yeah, which is insane. I like this time of year because you do have the NBA Finals and the Stanley Cup Finals. But as soon as they're both over, then it's the dog days of summer until football starts.
Oh, I just got a question in the chat. Who do you think's better, Messi or Ronaldo? I think Messi is a better player overall, but I think it's not. Man, that's a tough one. I think Ronaldo is probably more skilled with the ball, but I think Messi's a better soccer player. I'm going to go with that.
I think it's kind of comparing, like, you know, it's kind of doing like the Jordan to like LeBron comparison.
Yeah, it's a very much just like that.
Except if they're in the same era and they're playing at the same time, because Messi is a better team player, gets everybody involved, wins, goals, stats, everything else. Ronaldo is kind of in the same category, but is an absolute freak athlete and just does things that nobody else can do.
The guy in chat says, "Hey, I like Ronaldo." I like Ronaldo too. I think he's insane. Yeah. He's really fun to watch.
Yeah,
I think he's more flashy than Messi. That's the thing. Like he's so skilled, and like everything he does is just like it stands out more. But Messi just had so much success throughout his career, and he was so consistent. And even still, I mean, he's playing in like Miami now, and he's like 40, and he's still just tearing it up.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy that they're like kind of nearing the end of their careers. To be honest,
it's kind of sad, honestly.
Like Ronaldo was always more fun to watch. I mean, there's nobody more fun to watch on free kicks. You know, juking the fuck out of people, doing crazy headers. I mean, his athletic ability is crazy, but Messi is just consistent.
So consistent, so poised.
Just tiny, great with the ball. I mean, he just does everything well.
He's fucking precise, dude. He doesn't miss on anything. His passes, everything. He's just so consistent.
Yeah, and Mbappe.
We got another one. Speed or Kai?
Oh, those are streamers.
I don't know who Speed or Kai is.
They're streamers.
Is Speed that dude that does like just like crazy funny videos all the time?
Yeah.
Okay, I know who Speed is. I don't know who Kai is, so I'm gonna go with Speed.
Kai Cenat is he's from New York and he does a bunch of stuff. I take Kai in a minute. I think Speed's just a weirdo.
Am I on a call? No, I'm actually streaming a podcast right now on YouTube, but I'm also going to be doing live TikTok while I do it, just so we can spread our seed a little bit more.
Yeah, dude, spread seed.
Dude, we're just spreading the Bout That Action seed.
Yeah, streamers are that's such a. I always tell everybody it's such a weird world. I guess that's what we're doing right now, but you know, think about like how much money people have made from like videotaping themselves doing shit. It's crazy.
It is crazy that people can just like live their lives and stream it and become millionaires.
Yeah.
It's like that's how thirsty people are to just watch people have fun. That you could just like videotape it and become a millionaire. That's crazy.
Yeah. I'd trump both of them, and I'm gonna take Sketch. I'm gonna take Sketch over both of them.
He likes Mr. Beast. I like Mr. Beast too. I watch his videos for sure. Yeah. Definitely entertaining. But who'd you say, Sketch? You take Sketch?
Yeah, I'll take Sketch.
Sketch over Mr. Beast too?
What's up, brother?
You got a chat in YouTube?
No, that's a Sketch thing.
That's his thing. What's up, brother?
He does he's been on like a lot of the YouTube golf that I watch. He's been on like the good channels.
Dude, speaking of golf, we got to see that hole-in-one that happened.
Oh yeah. So moving to golf. Another YouTube golf. Good segue. I didn't even think of that. This is probably my favorite channel to watch. With Bout That Sports. You should watch it sometimes because they're guys like us that play golf. They have a ringer.
I don't really play golf. I more just like show up and get drunk.
Yeah, they have a ringer named Fat Perez, which is like a take on Pat Perez. He's like really fat, and then like they're just bad at golf, but they're hilarious.
Oh my god! Remember.
Oh my god!
No!
That's crazy.
Go in the hole.
Oh!
It was their first hole. First hole
and
in one
then
of
he
his life.
falls.
Yeah. So the challenge that they do like
What's up, everybody?
do-
Holy shit, we got 10 people right now in our live.
they do food challenges all the time. So they'll like per hole they'll
Nice
be like,
ceiling
okay,
fan.
it'll be like 9 holes. All right, in 9 holes we have to finish 75 tacos from Taco Bell and
Oh, wow.
shoot 6 under as a scramble. And they'll do it. So for like this challenge, they had like a wheel and it had selections on it of food they had to finish in the hole. So like one of them was like a gallon of orange juice or like a whole thing of Cheerios or like a pack of salami, or they have a drink. So like they had to finish one of their have a day drinks. And they're just fucking hilarious. Like they're
that kind of stuff makes sports more fun when they're just like
Yeah.
goofy and like doing crazy shit and challenges.
yeah. So that
Makes it so
they're
much.
just like
We have a question in the chat: Mbappe or Neymar?
Mbappe. Neymar
I think
had a lot
Mbappe
of
as well.
hype.
I'm gonna go with Mbappe.
I mean, Neymar's more experienced. He's obviously been around a little longer. Mbappe's super young, but Mbappe's accomplished more than Neymar has.
Alexis said Neymar all the way.
Yeah, Neymar's good. He had a lot of hype.
Yeah,
but
both are
he
good.
hasn't-
I'm not gonna
he
like
hasn't-
throw shade at any of them, but
Yeah, but he hasn't really won as much as Mbappe. I mean, Mbappe won a World Cup, right?
yeah, he did.
So
And Mbappe he's so athletic and just like he's almost like a Ronaldo in the sense that he's fun to watch.
yeah.
He's a little bit more entertaining.
Well, Neymar, I think they're both equally entertaining.
That's true though.
Neymar's-
Neymar is also really
Yeah.
entertaining, so that's a pretty good comparison. But I
Yeah.
for whatever reason, I'm sticking with Mbappe. I like him. If I had to choose one for my team, I would pick Mbappe.
Yeah.
All right, let's get on to the next part of the segment.
Oh, you got to play the video. So yeah.
Oh, we got one more. Sorry, one more video.
Yeah, so this is I don't know what PGA Tour they're playing this week. I think next week is the US Open.
Your eyes are gorgeous.
6 seasons in the NFL, arguably one of the best.
Oh, shit.
Ronaldo or Peele? I don't know.
About 4 years ago. What's the biggest
Can I
Peele's so
join,
old.
please? No, I'm not paying attention enough to have a host. Sorry.
I apologize.
Yep.
Okay, I have it wrong first. I'm Edward Sands over City. So,
Oh, this is the report. We're watching a video of a reporter that thought. Who did they think it was?
They thought it was Vince Young.
Yeah, they were interviewing some guy at a golf tournament. And they thought it was Vince Young, but it wasn't him at all.
This is your first program ever played, and what's the best part of being out here?
being out here is a great thing. And,
Houston or Dallas?
golfers is a intimidating thing,
For what?
but also a great thing.
Uh-oh, somebody's bringing up
And I appreciate it.
crypto.
So Houston or Dallas?
Say my
for
name.
what?
B.
In the NFL, arguably one of the best NCAA quarterbacks of
Dude, I got like 15 people in my live right now.
Oh, shit.
What's the biggest shift you made going from the ultimate team sport to now the ultimate
Say my name.
individual
B.
sport?
Tyson.
I apologize.
Yeah. I was in. Oh, somebody from Ohio, dude.
Oh, wait.
I was in Ohio before I met you. I riz too much, and that's the issue. But I'm Grimace Shake. Go to TikTok Riz Party. Diddy Party. Here's a good one. Diddy or hanging out with Drake?
I'd 100% hang out with Drake.
Oh, God.
I ain't having my
I think I'm gonna have to
butthole
take
tickled.
Drake on that one, dude.
Yeah. I feel like I'd have my butthole tickled or something by Diddy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take my chances with the Diddy parties.
No, thanks.
TikTok Riz Party. Hi, what's up, MC? 22. Holy shit. I will drop a galaxy in 20 seconds. I don't know what that means, but it sounds awesome, and thanks.
Yeah, let's see it.
LOL, laugh my ass off. I'm a Sigma. This is crazy.
What's
Dude,
that
speaking
mean?
of crypto, have you been following the crypto market?
Yeah. So I struggled with getting my Bitcoin sold out of
Hi,
Binance
Jax.
for a while, and I figured that out, and I was very happy. because I wanted to pull some of the money I made uh, because I needed it. But I mean, Bitcoin kind of went off a little bit.
I love your vids. Thank you. So Bitcoin I think went up to like 72,000, maybe even 73. It was probably pushing towards 73, which is good because that was like a really high resistance point that it was having trouble breaking through, and it finally did. And then it kind of pumped for a second and then completely dumped back down to 69. So it's good though. It doesn't want to go much below 69. So if that's the new support line, that's awesome.
Yeah, I kept,
I'm the
like,
best streamer.
I kept my original investment in it too, and I just pulled out my profits. Which
is smart. Yeah, always take profits, especially when it's high.
And I've like doubled up. You know, I was down, and I've like kind of doubled up what I had, so I'm pretty happy about it.
Right now, I don't have that much in crypto anymore. I probably have like $5,000, and a lot of that is money I made from previous investments from like 2017. So I've actually taken out almost all the money I've put into crypto, and now I'm just playing with like house money.
Yeah, which is nice.
Yeah, it's super nice, dude. Yeah, all the Shiba Inu money. That's basically all I'm playing with now.
Yeah, we tried to investment wise. I tried to take some money and put it into a stock that I thought was going to do well.
Dude, the problem is with the stock market, I feel like it's so volatile right now.
Oh, dude, I lost like $700 in like 2 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, it was so bad.
It sounds, yeah.
I bought in at like $29, and the stock just tanked like the next day and it went down to like $4.
It is so high. Bitcoin, yeah, it's pretty high.
It was bad.
Where are we at?
I'm just like mutual funds now. Like
mutual funds is probably the safest way to go.
Yeah.
If you just want to like make a little bit of money and you're not really swing trading or day trading,
Yep.
That's the way to do it.
Yep.
Let someone else do it.
Yep. Cool. Have you seen any like sticking on golf? Have you seen anything that happened with Scotty Scheffler? When he was
is that the dude that got arrested?
Yeah.
Okay, so I heard about him getting arrested, but I wasn't really sure like what went down.
Yeah, so he's probably one of the most like true nice guy golfers ever. Like he's religious, hard worker, like super nice guy, like puts all his effort into faith, like, you know, just like a good guy. And he got arrested driving in the PGA Championship a couple weeks ago. And the cops basically said that he drove over a cop and then just disobeyed his orders and everything like that.
Oh my God.
Which, I instantly knew was bullshit as soon as I read it. I was actually, Lazook, I was talking to about it as soon as it happened. I said, this is bullshit. Like, there's no way he did this. And
it sounds like
definitely, the cops definitely fucked up. So they took him to jail. It was like day 2 of the PGA Championship. Took him to jail. He got released.
Oh my gosh.
And then he went and played his 18 that day. He got arrested at like 5 a.m. He's going there to work out. So it was like a big story. And then they had like a trial about it and everything. And the cameras came out. And, basically what happened was there was like somebody that got hit by a car down the road from them, got hit by a bus. So they had a bunch of cops out, detouring traffic, and the players come in through a separate entrance. So they can't come in through the separate entrance. That's what they're told. So that's what Scotty Scheffler did. He's coming through the separate entrance, and there's a cop standing in the road who said, basically just said like, hey, stop. And he didn't stop. He just kept going. He was going to pull up through the thing. And the cop got all pissed and ran after the car, grabbed onto the car. Scotty kept driving his car, so he scraped his knee a little bit and then instantly basically beat him with his flashlight
Oh my
and
god,
then
dude!
said
What?
like, "Get the fuck out of the car, like get out right now," without even like saying anything else. So the cop just got all mad because I don't know if it was a power play or something like that, and then yanked him out of the car, put him in handcuffs, and then took him to jail. And then it came out that and then they actually had it videotaped when he was being questioned after that, and the cop questioning him was giving him like the questions like the cop gave us when we fucking got in trouble, that were like, hey, you obviously were doing something wrong. You were doing something wrong. It was like so bad. It was such a
Holy
bad look for
shit.
cops everywhere.
Sorry, I got like 64 people in our live right now. That's crazy. But yeah, that whole thing, when I was watching it, it
Oh, are
definitely
you still there?
seemed like it was kind of like a weird, like bullshit thing. Like it just seemed like there was something about it that didn't sit right. You know what I mean? So it sounds like they were just trying to cover up some stuff that the cops were doing that was a little shady.
Yeah, yeah, totally. And they dismissed all charges and everything.
What's up,
like
brother?
that.
What's up, Layden? Hi, Zoe. Oiled up? What the fuck? There's some weird ass comments. Love the haircut. Where do you get it done? I would get it done in my hometown.
Valley Joe.
Valley Joe. Yo, what's up, Ronald Sticky? But yeah, man, I haven't really been following golf. It's funny because I was just saying that I want to start playing golf more, but it's been a long time, and as you know, I'm pretty terrible at golf.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot lately, a lot more at least. Actually, I just played in a scramble at Chabot on Memorial Day with Lazook and a couple guys. We played really well at the start. We shot 8 under, but then we finished pretty bad. But yeah, we gotta get out, dude. My game is tight right now.
Yeah, well, you got that thing in your freaking backyard.
Yeah.
That shooting net. I need to get one of those.
Yeah, it doesn't help.
Hey,
it
Bree
does.
Bree.
It does help, but it doesn't help.
Say Kinley. Okay, Kinley. What's next on the agenda, my boy?
Yeah, so NFL news. Once we get an NFL season, I think between the two of us, we are NFL junkies and know pretty much everything about it. So jumping into some off-season news.
Thank you.
Cleveland Browns re-signed Andrew Berry and Stefanski on extensions.
Which I think is good. I think they've turned that team around.
Which is big.
Hi, Danzer. Yeah, that's pretty big for the Browns. I think the Niners re-signing McCaffrey was big. There's definitely been some good off-season moves for both teams.
Mm.
Do you like the outside? Like outdoors, yeah?
Yeah, and the good things coming out of Browns camp, except there's always crap about Deshaun Watson. Like he's taking snaps and not throwing the ball and doing like fake throws and like I don't know, dude. It's
just it's not building confidence. Yo, Wig. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think the Browns, they'll be all right this year. I don't know if they have built a team quite good enough to make it all the way yet. I feel like they're still missing a couple puzzle pieces.
I honestly disagree with you. I think we have all the pieces.
You think so?
Yeah, dude, our defense is still loaded. We picked up
That's
Jerry
true.
We picked up Jerry Jeudy in the offseason, dude.
That'll help a lot, dude.
Jerry Jeudy. We got Nick Chubb coming back. Like, our offensive line is stacked. I mean, our team is loaded. It's the quarterback, dude. If the quarterback can play well, we're going at least to the AFC Championship.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get old Deshaun Watson to show up, and
Yep.
play like he did when he was in Houston, I think the Browns are going to be unbeatable.
Yeah.
But
Especially
until we see that, it's like, man, I don't know. Like, you
Well,
really
dude, we
need
did-
Nick Chubb, and is he going to be the same after his injury?
dude, we did it last year with Flacco and fucking Jerome Ford.
Joe Flacco.
We did it with Flacco and Jerome Ford.
Can you say
You got
Jax,
to play.
please? It's my birthday. What's up, Jax? Happy birthday. Jax, ask your question again. I was gonna ask it, but it passed. It was a while ago. It was something about Dallas or Kansas or something. Hi, Alicia. But yeah, I mean, the Niners, I feel like overall we've not taken a step back, which is good because we lost some key players like Chase Young and, oh man, I don't even know who all walked away, but there's, Javon Kinlaw, a couple guys. But we've made some additions, and more importantly, I think we made a really good rookie draft. Excuse me, English or Spanish? I speak English. Do you
Nah,
think
dude,
the
we're-
Super Bowl was valid? Ooh. This guy's trying to tug on my heartstrings here. I'm a 49ers fan, and watching the Super Bowl was really tough. I
Yeah,
was
bad
pissed.
turnovers. The turnovers were killer for the Niners
Dude,
in the end.
honestly, the dagger in my heart for the Super Bowl was when it was like 4th down in overtime,
Yeah,
and not a single person was watching Patrick Mahomes
yeah,
for the run.
yeah.
He
Easy
ran for like
run.
15 yards on 4th down, and
Yeah.
I was just like, that's game right there. It was horrible.
Yep.
Kansas City Chiefs or Cowboys? Oof. I'm going to have to go with Kansas City Chiefs. I don't like either team, but I actually respect the Chiefs because Patrick Mahomes is a freak.
Yeah, I don't like.
What's up, Steve?
There's no hate in the Chiefs. I mean,
I don't hate the. I mean, I don't like them though. They've beaten the 49ers twice in the Super Bowl, so I definitely don't like them.
but it's not like like a Patriots hate or like a Yankees hate or like a, just those
Seattle
shitty
Seahawks
teams.
hate.
Yeah, just those shitty blah blah blah.
That's
teams.
that's a different level of hatred. That's real hatred.
Yeah.
I
Dude,
followed you. Thanks, Jax. We got a new
The
follower today.
Browns division this year is going to be scary though. I mean, it's going to be tough. I mean,
Dude,
the
the
AFC
Ravens with Derrick Henry is terrifying.
Dude, the Bengals are back full strength. The Steelers have Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. I mean,
Yeah, your division got loaded, man.
yeah, it was already loaded last year, and they added more to it.
Oh, here's a one
And-
for you, Dan. OU or OSU?
Oh, they're talking about Oklahoma or Oklahoma State. There's no competition between Ohio State and Ohio University. Oklahoma's better than Oklahoma State.
He's going to go with Oklahoma on that one. I'll be continuing to build my base. Hi, what's up, Jax Parker? But yeah, man. So I wanted to get into a little bit of the rookie draft for the 49ers. And, like, obviously the big pick, the first overall pick was Ricky Pearsall, which gets all the attention. But, like, I wasn't that stoked about him because, one, the 49ers have so much depth at wide receiver. We have Brandon Ayuk, we have Debo, Juwan Jennings. So it was like, really, like, even if Ricky Pearsall is really good, is he even going to see that much time on the field? Because he's going to have to outplay those three guys, and that's just not going to happen. So I was a little frustrated by that pick. I think Ricky Pearsall isn't going to be a good player, but it's just, like, so crowded at wide receiver. But the pick that I was super stoked about was the second pick, Renardo Green. And I think that's going to be the guy that's really going to shine because, like, not only does that fill a void that the team really needed to fill, but he's just been, like, tearing it up. And if you watch, like, any of his highlights in college, the guy's an absolute beast. So I'm super stoked about him.
They're going to trade Debo or Ayuk. It's coming. I think they'll probably trade Ayuk.
Oof, that would be tough, man.
Yeah.
Because Debo struggled last year. So, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, Ayuk still hasn't even got his contract yet, so they still got to pay the guy.
I can just see it coming. I don't think they can keep both of them. And then they drafted, Pearsall. So
Yeah. And, dude, I'm excited about Pearsall in the sense that, like, everyone talks about how good he is at running routes and stuff. Who Terrence Shannon, my king? Michigan versus everyone, dude. Don't let Dan see that. He might throw hands.
What's that?
Michigan versus everyone.
Oh, fuck Michigan, dude. I will fight you.
Someone just posted their IP address. Okay.
Oh, yeah, great.
167.191.117.184.
That's like
All right,
our
I'm
IP
going to hack it
address.
right now. But yeah, so that I don't know. I'm excited about football. I can't wait. This is like the worst time of year because you get like your draft, and then you get like the rookie mini camps, and then there's like 3 months you have to wait before there's actual football.
Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough time of year.
You look American. I am American.
Well, Ohio State, though. Ohio State is going to be unbelievable this year.
Ohio State.
And, oh, dude. And if they have every expectation. They pulled the top transfer from the transfer portal, Caleb Downs. They got one of the top transfer quarterbacks. They got a ton of top recruits. Like, they got everybody back. Nobody went to the NFL draft besides Michael Hall.
Oh, nice.
Dude, they are fucking loaded.
Do I know what a galaxy is? No.
There's no excuse for them to win.
I mean, I feel like Ohio's always good though every year.
They are, but
Like they're just one of those colleges that like every good player coming out of high school wants to play for. OSU is legit as a Michigan fan.
Yeah, well, you're a fucking retard because you're a Michigan fan.
Don't let Dan see that. Dan's an Ohio State fan, so he's not too kind toward Michigan fans.
Well, I mean, Michigan's got some bragging rights. They won the national championship last year. They've won 3 years in a row. I mean, they cheated, so they got
I
all
love your
those things
videos so
going
much,
for
and
them.
I'll always love your videos in channel.
Oh, great.
Did I just spot Diddy? I hope not. Is he behind me? Shit. Diddy sneaking up on me with the mist? Some Diddy mist? Dude, honestly, that's kind of crazy, though, because Harbaugh, he's in the NFL now.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting to see how Michigan handles that change. NPC Diddy. But yeah, man, what do you think? What do you think the Browns' record is going to be this year?
The Browns have a very tough schedule. I think they actually have the hardest schedule, like win percentage wise versus last year. They play the Chiefs. They play that whole division. If we go like last year, we go 11-6. I think they'll be good.
11-6. That's aggressive, but I think they can do it. It's really going to have to come down to Deshaun on that one, though.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know, man. I was thinking more like 9-8.
Oh, dude. The
division is so scary.
It is their forte. Like, they have a good year, and then they just dump shit. So listen to the schedule. They got to win the early games, and then it just gets tough. Dallas.
Somebody in chat said 10-7.
Nice. Dallas,
That's pretty
Jacksonville.
fair. That's a good guess.
Yeah, 10-7 would be good. Dallas, Jacksonville, Giants, Raiders, Commanders, Eagles, Bengals, Ravens, Chargers, Saints, Steelers, Broncos, Steelers, Chiefs, Bengals, Dolphins, Ravens.
So it sounds like their early schedule is really easy, and then it's absolutely terrible for the last half of the year.
The stretch of, it's just, that's tough. The last stretch of the year is Chiefs, Bengals, Dolphins. So you go Steelers, Chiefs,
wow,
Bengals,
we got
Dolphins,
hot takes
Ravens.
coming in the comments. We got one guy saying the Packers are going to win the NFC North, and that's coming as a Lions fan.
Yeah, the Lions are good, but
I would almost say that the Lions are better than the Packers.
Yeah, the Lions are better than the Packers. I mean, they were last year.
Oh, he's worried for Goff. That's their Achilles heel. Hello, Anna. Yeah, I don't know. I think I would say the Lions are better, but the Packers, the Lions, I don't care who it is in the NFC, you're not getting
The
past the Niners. So that's all that
the
matters.
the Packers have that wild card in Jordan Love, because Jordan Love is a baller, and
He
that
did
dude
get
can play.
overpaid.
That dude could play. I don't know if he got overpaid, dude. That dude could play.
Yeah, Jordan Love is really good, but the team, I just feel like that team isn't that stacked.
No, the team around him isn't good.
Yeah, the team around him is just not that good. That's why I feel like the Lions definitely have an edge in that sense that they're built right. I feel like the Packers still have a lot to do. Opa, we're twins.
Yeah, and they lost Aaron Jones, right? Aaron Jones went somewhere else.
Best end in the league, in your opinion?
Like D end. I mean, that's
Like
obvious.
defensive end, it's got to be Nick
It's Miles
Bosa.
Garrett. It's Miles Garrett, dude.
Actually, I'll be honest. I will give the edge to Miles Garrett just because Nick Bosa had a terrible year last year. But those guys are absolutely number 1 and 2.
It's
Nick Bosa and
between
Miles Garrett.
It's between Miles Garrett, Nick Bosa, and that fucker T.J. Watt.
Yeah, T.J. Watt, Miles Garrett, and Nick Bosa are the top 3. You
Yeah.
can say it in any order. It doesn't matter. They're
Yeah,
basically all even.
they all get held continuously.
Yeah, they get held a lot and don't get any calls for it.
Yeah. Triple team holds. So the
I'm a
Niners.
49ers fan. Dan, the other guy in the call, is a Browns fan.
Who? What do you got for the Niners schedule?
So I don't have the schedule up, but let me actually pull it up right now. 49ers schedule.
Pretty easy.
Let's see.
Finish is kind of tough, but
So for the 49ers, we got preseason. So it looks like we're playing the Jets week 1. I think we're going to
Monday
beat
night.
the Jets.
Monday night, Aaron Rodgers.
We got the Vikings will beat the Vikings. The Rams will beat the Rams. Patriots will destroy the Patriots. So we're starting 4-0.
You're
Cardinals,
starting 5-0.
bro. The crazy thing is that like we always struggle with the Cardinals. I don't know what it is. That team is our kryptonite. And didn't he get Marvin Harrison Jr.? Kyler?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Kyler Murray with an actual weapon could be scary. I'm going to say that the Niners are going to lose that game to the Cardinals. So we're going to start out 4-1. Seahawks were winning. Chiefs were losing. Cowboys were winning. We kind of have an easy schedule. I'm going to say we're going to go.
Yeah, you're going 13-4.
I was just going to say 13-4. I think we're going to go 13-4 as the 49ers.
Maybe 12-5.
Oh, I just got a
Detroit
gummy bear
there.
or something. Thanks, Jax.
Yeah, you got the Dolphins, but the Bears in there too. You got Buffalo at Buffalo. That's a tough one.
Yeah, the Michigan guy in our chat is saying that he's saying 13-4 for the 49ers as well. You are welcome. Dude, Jax is over here hooking it up with roses and gummy bears.
Okay, I don't even know what that means.
I don't know what that means, but I wish I could eat it. I think it's just like a thing. So when you're on like TikTok Live, it gives you like more support or like viewers
nice.
or something. I don't know.
Nice.
Another
I can't wait for the.
Oh, bro, come on. Someone just said they hate Brock Purdy.
Well,
I feel like Brock Purdy is like the most likable guy in the world. He's so humble and just like down to earth. I don't know. I love Brock Purdy. I always have. That must go back to like college days then. You must hate him from like college when he played at Iowa.
Iowa State was like unknown though. Yeah, I don't mind Brock Purdy.
Ooh,
It's just you can see where he just dials everything in and makes good throws. But when he's off, sometimes he's off.
Yeah, he's definitely not perfect.
Mm.
But I wouldn't say he's just a game manager. I've seen him make some big plays.
Yeah, he can definitely make throws, dude. Some of the throws he makes are unbelievable. Like some of those intermediate like crosses or those intermediate out routes are just insane throws.
Ooh. Somebody said they think him and Jimmy Garoppolo are similar.
No.
I don't think so, man. I think Brock Purdy's a lot better than Jimmy.
Yeah.
What's up, Ethan? Yeah, I think Jimmy Garoppolo was really held back by Kyle Shanahan, and for good reasons, because he could not make a throw to save his life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo ever threw beyond like 5 yards, and that's because no one wanted to see that happen.
Yeah, Jimmy was so unathletic too. He would just take big hits in the pocket. Like, at least Purdy can get out of the pocket, move, get out of pressure and everything.
That's
Jimmy's
true.
Just
That's a good point. Brock Purdy's pocket awareness is so much better.
Yeah,
so much
Jimmy
more
would just,
athletic and just like
if Jimmy didn't
knows
get a
when to
perfect,
escape.
if he didn't get a perfect pocket, he would get hammered. I mean, that's why he got hurt all the time, because he would just he'd take one hit and just it'd be an awful hit. He wouldn't protect himself or anything.
Bro, Jax is just dropping roses on us. I feel like I have a whole bouquet by now. But yeah, no, Jimmy Garoppolo was terrible. Dude, he had zero pocket awareness. He was only good at getting the ball off in like a half a second, and that's because all he could do. Like, if the play developed, he knew he had to throw far, and he could never make that throw.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for the season in the NFL. And I'm excited for this season in college football too. I mean, I think college football now has the 18 playoff. The Big Ten got a ton of teams. They got USC and UCLA, Washington and Oregon. So I know Ohio State plays
Oregon.
Oregon.
Talking about golf. Sorry.
And yeah, I'm ready for football season.
Dude, I'm so ready. It's been too long. It needs to come faster. So, anyways, I think that's a wrap for today.
Oh, one more question.
Oh, we got one more question. Hold on.
This is a question for your chat, and you can ask it after I ask it.
All right, go ahead.
So, this question came from part of my take too. So, hypothetical question: would you take all of your favorite teams winning a championship in 1 year, and then never winning another after that?
Ooh.
So, over just taking it by chance, right? You live the rest of your life just taking it by chance. Me as a Browns fan or a Cleveland fan, like, we won a championship in 2016 with the Cavs, but then we didn't win one since 1960 before I was alive. But if you win everything in 1 year, then you're never winning again. You have nothing to look forward to.
Ooh. So the question is, would you take all of your favorite teams winning a championship in 1 year, like only all of them in that 1 year, but the catch is they never win another championship again after that? Or they don't win it this year and you just have to bank on the hope that one day they will all win a championship? What do you guys think? For me, I'm going to say no, because I live in the Bay Area. The 49ers have already won 5 Super Bowls. The Warriors have won, 3, 4 championships?
4, yeah.
4 championships. The Sharks haven't won one yet, but I have faith that they will. So I'm going to say no, man, because I feel like we're going to get more than just one more coming. The Bay Area sports is just where it's at.
Yeah, so an obvious answer for me would say absolutely, because we've won nothing. And what a year it would be to be like, oh, Browns championship, oh, Cavs championship, oh, Guardians championship, oh, Ohio State championship, dude, Blue Jackets championship, dude, I'd be
for you it makes sense. Ohio. So Dan's an Ohio fan, and he said absolutely yes, he would take it.
But I don't know if I would, because I would be lost after that. Like, if there'd be nothing to look forward to in sports if I knew my teams weren't going to win after that. You know what I mean? Like, why would I watch?
That's true. Like, if you say yes and your teams win all this year, like, what's the point of ever watching sports again after that? The outcome is never going to be in your favor.
Yeah, I'm done after that.
Yeah, you just, spoiled an eternity of sports for everyone else after you.
Yeah, I'll take my misery.
So, yeah, are you switching your answer now then?
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I always I'm not taking this deal. I'm not taking the 1 year deal. I'm letting it happen. Because when
just
it
going for
happens,
it. Raw dogging it.
like that 2016 Cavs championship was amazing.
Bro, Jax is just throwing some major support here. I don't know what any of this stuff is, but it's cool. Thank you. Jax is our MVP over here.
Oh yeah, Jax.
We finally got a true fan, dude.
None of these fake fans.
Yeah, none of
Check
these
us
fake
out.
fans.
Check us out on YouTube Live.
Yeah, so for everyone on TikTok, we stream our podcast live on YouTube, and then we'll post the videos, so you can also just watch it and go look it up. It's called Bout That Action. So anyways, I think that's a wrap for today.
Yeah, check us out probably every other week. About that action analysis, bringing the banter, bringing the shit. We'll be posting podcasts, maybe doing a little gaming, maybe some golf content. We'll see. So yeah, keep it rolling.
Keep it rolling, man. We're going to bring in some heat, some hot takes coming in soon. And hopefully we'll get Lazook in here.
Yeah.
We need a punching bag.
Yeah.
All right, dude. See ya.
All right, Joe.